The Magnificent 12 by Michael Grant. 3. So back in the present day, Mac was waiting to get his butt kicked. Stefan kept his iron grip on Mac's shirt and insisted that Mac keep chewing on Stefan's unpleasant gym clothes. They had reached the usual spot. Big green dumpster, chain link fence, cinder block back wall of the gym, asphalt underfoot. No teachers, cops, principals, parents, or superheroes anywhere in sight. Mac was going to get a beating. Not his first, but the first since 6th grade. 1 month into the new school year and he was already in the grip of Stefan Marr. "I'm thirsty," Stefan said. Mac offered. "Nah, that's okay," Stefan said. "I guess this won't take long." Sure enough, Matthew and Camaro had been able to quickly assemble the available Richard Gere bullies. 6 boys and Camaro were striding toward them with a purposeful, thuggish stride. Mac had one and only one possible escape route. There was a fire door in the back of the gym. It had frosted reinforced glass that revealed nothing of what was on the other side, but Mac knew that the cheerleaders would be practicing just beyond that door. He also knew that the door was supposed to be locked at all times, but Coach Jeter sometimes unlocked it and turned off the alarm so that he could sneak out between classes and smoke a cigarette here in the alley. He had one chance. Mac waited, gathered his strength and focus. He went limp, almost collapsing, and in the split second that Stefan took to adjust his stance, Mac lunged. His t-shirt ripped away in a single piece, leaving behind only the neckband. He broke free. 3 steps to reach the door. 1, 2, 3. He snatched at the handle and yanked hard. The door did not open. Mac sensed movement behind him. He spun. Stefan's fist flew and Mac ducked. Crash! "Yah!" Stefan cried. Mac jerked away, off balance, feet tangled, but he didn't fall. He backpedaled, just needing to get his feet back under him. Then he saw the red spray all over the shattered window. Stefan's fist had gone through the glass. He had a 4-inch gash in his arm, like a red mouth, spurting. The approaching bullies froze. Stefan stared in fascinated horror at his arm. The bullies hesitated, almost decided to keep coming, but then, with a sensible assessment of the risks involved, decided it was time to run away. They turned tail and bolted, yelling threats over their shoulders. Stefan used his left hand to try and stop the blood flow. "Huh," he said. "Whoa," Mac said. "I'm kind of bleeding," Stefan observed. Then he sat down too fast and landed too hard, and Mac realized that what he was seeing here was not a painful but well-timed minor injury. Way too much blood was coming out of Stefan's arm. There was already a puddle of it on the ground. A little pool was forming around a discarded candy bar wrapper. The king of the bullies tried to stand up, but his body wasn't working too well, it seemed, so he stayed down. Max stared in amazement. In part, he was terrified that he was on the verge of acquiring a whole new phobia. Hemophobia. A fear of blood. Escape would be easy, and Mac definitely considered running. Instead, he spit out the shorts. He straddled the seated Stefan and said, "Lie back." When Stefan didn't seem to track on that, Mac pushed him none too gently onto his back. Mac then knelt over Stefan and pushed down with the heel of his left hand on the wound. This was deeply unpleasant. The blood flow slowed, but did not stop. With his free hand, Mac grabbed the aromatic t-shirt and clumsily tied it around Stefan's massive bicep. He knotted it tight, all the while keeping his palm pressed down on the red gusher. The blood flow slowed. "I can't keep this on, we need help," Mac said. Stefan's eyes flickered with what would surely be a temporary understanding at the word "we." A powerful word, "we." "You have a cell phone?" Mac asked. Cells were absolutely banned at school, so only about 2/3 of the students carried them. Stefan nodded. His never exactly perky expression was even duller than usual, but he jerked his chin toward his pants pocket. "Okay, you need to pull on this tourniquet, right?" Mac said. Seeing the blank expression, Mac explained. "The shirt. Pull on the knot with your left hand. Pull hard." Stefan managed to do this, but barely. Mac noticed that his fingers were clumsy, fumbling. His strength was fading. Mac pried the cell out of Stefan's pants pocket and dialed 911. 911, what is the nature of your emergency? A bored voice asked. I have a 9-year-old boy pumping blood all over the place, Mac said. 9? Stefan asked, like he wasn't totally sure it wasn't true. They'll come faster for a bleeding kid than a bleeding teenager, Mac explained, covering the mouthpiece. Now shut up. It took 8 minutes for the ambulance to arrive, which, as it turned out, was barely fast enough. After the EMTs took Stefan away, Mac made it home unmolested by any more bullies, possibly because he was shirtless except for the neckband of his destroyed t-shirt, and his hands were red with blood up to the elbows. That sort of fashion choice tends to discourage people from bothering you. Mac's father was home when Mac came in the side door. His father was staring into the refrigerator with the door open, looking like he might see something really cool there if he just kept searching. Hey, big guy, his father said. Hey, Dad, Mac said. How was school? Mac said. School's school. Yeah, I hear you, Mac's dad said without looking up. Mac headed toward the stairs and the shower.